out and go what I believe is up the terrain right now.
Yeah, dirty docks. It can go literally any way. And right now, it is going to be a mountainous terrain. Could fall off at any moment. We could get an aquatic zone. At the same time, we could double all the way back to the grotto, possibly, when it comes to that 9th one, depending on where all these moving zones go. But here it is. All the early rotators have the high ground for the whole server, and they all still need a move-in monster. This is going to be a really rough rotation.
It's going to get tough right here. The plot thickens. It is the mountain. I thought it was. Play this game long enough, you just start to learn. You don't even need the map all zoomed in. You just know, like, ooh, that's mountain territory right there. So things are going to get interesting. I hear the launch pads going out. Players are cutting across to see what LK can do here with the backside of the zone. I mean, he's going to have the superior vision over most players. That's a good 60 shot right there as well. I mean, he's connecting with all sorts of individuals right now. And he's going to find a freebie right there. Vagram falls down. Can he find some more, though? This is 2 elims already for LK. Pretty good start to the round today. And look, you can see players like Capsino still managed to find his way, even from the worst of the rotates. But he still hasn't found shields. He hasn't capitalized on any big elims. See, Patek falls down right there. Another favorite from yesterday. There's still some very familiar names in this lobby. One being Kaiser here, Shayo.
Kaiser's looking for his own way to kind of survive in this mid-ground. Won't have a say, like we saw Alpha have all the way up at high ground, not actually getting the top spot, but just working out of his box. That's exactly what he's going to try to do as well. 2 eliminations is kind of the pattern we're seeing from a lot of these players who are in prime positions. That being said, this is where all the points will have to be accrued. At the same time, survival will have to happen. 15 seconds till the zone moves, and right now everyone is just so ever set on stopping free rotations, getting those placement thresholds after the fact. This launchpad breaking means rotations for that entire side. The whole community of a block there will be hindered and stopped. That'll make it so much easier for Kaiser to stay in this prime position to land shots. More launchpads will have to be put down to use, and there it is, the first one coming through. One and start of many more. There's another launch that he looks to kind of break down, if not capitalize off of. Now it's time to go. He starts to move. No launch of his own. Has to find something to recycle. Doesn't have it straight up just yet. Might just have to be a natural rotation, but in trying to find things, he gets beamed down and now is in a lot of trouble as the zone is moving very fast.
Kaiser has been the bearer of bad news for this entire side of the map right now, really shutting down all the recreation of use right here and there. Just the shots on that player right there is going to be the end of him, and now he gets the siphon rewards as well. He's still in this game right now, following enemy builds. This is the end game moments right now. Rotation, decision making, timing, it all matters here. Kaiser doesn't have anything left. He needs this shot. No, he's going to get taken out. It's Kayland who finishes him off. Take a look at height. You get a little kind of glimpse of what's going on up here. It's just chaos right now. It's movement. This is moving zone territory. And it's such weird terrain. It's going off the mountain now. The elevation's so high, Shayo.
Fast man Tads goes down. Now it's all up to wind all the way up high. But as you mentioned, that mountain now getting removed from the equation of this end game. Everyone has to just try to drop down as fast as possible. That being said, low ground will have so much more to deal with. They can't just look up and try to beam. All these players are very experienced with that waterfall move, the tech to get down, connect up, and not get beamed, succumb to fall damage. Wind will be here early. Doesn't get much of a say on what's going on around him. 3 builds left. Needs that recycle. The heavy sniper is not going to be something that Kinzel can actually land, I believe. If that wasn't him, that was someone else, possibly Kaxi. We'll see Wind moving up. 3 more eliminations. Ooh. That's his 4th. A big double bang comes through. And now he keeps moving on box to box. Topped up with a few materials. Not enough to actually push off on the competition, but a bounce back saves his game for a few more seconds as he looks forward for more opportunities.
He didn't get to grab the mats. He did not get to refresh at all, so we'll see if he can grab some more here. Wind jumping down early was probably the best decision he made, having to drop on enemies as they're trying to scramble, trying to understand the lay of the land. He's got the advantage. That little bit of information is all that separates him from the rest, as now he's once again leading out the push here, the aggression. This time, he is going to go for the material count as he needs it desperately right now. He's going to find a flopper as well. So into the zone he goes here. He's going to drink 1. He still has another. 5 more seconds is going to buy himself here on the clock right now. The sands of time are ticking. Can he find his way into the zone? He needs an elimination right now. And this is going to be a siphon. It's exactly what he needed. The zone's going to favor him again this time. And now it's going to rotate off the side of the mountain. Lucky him. Lucky him right now. 5 enemies remain against him.
He's surviving, but still making things happen. The 2-tack attack shotgun warrior. As Olmiz is all the way on high ground, Win has another opponent. He stops down. Kalen bites the dust, and now it's all up to Anarchy and Olmiz to try to stop this big momentum that Wind has, although doesn't have height. Probably in the best position he can be, especially with low materials. He's just thriving right now, waiting for his next opponent to fall into his builds, into his trap. Falls down once more, controls everything down below. But it's so dynamic the way things are actually developing. Another big 160. He finds and makes it a final 1v1 as Dono goes down. He launch pads up, gets the high ground, 20 builds available, starts to hold it, and Monster, he might be able to just wrap up this entire game.
There's nothing like a good gust of wind on a sunny day here as Wind comes all the way up to the height now, and it's against the grappler, so he's now going to lose it as well. This is just a back and forth engagement right now. Can he find the shots? He needs to. He needs to look up. He's going to pad up again. He's not giving it away for free. This might be the vital error, though. Can he land? Can he make him choke? He kind of does. He needs one shot here, and it's going to be just enough. He finds Olmiz. My gosh, we never get to see launch pads effectively take height, let alone twice in an endgame, Shayo.
I mean, hey, bounce, bounce, bounce. Time and time again, you bounce up grappler players there too. It doesn't matter. Whoever's looking higher and landing more shots will be able to win that game. This time it was Wind.
Guys, that was a crazy game number 1. The back and forth. As soon as he dropped and he eliminated the player in third and he gets the first launch pad, I was like, okay, he can make something happen. He goes up, and then Monster's like, no, this guy's got the grappler. He goes up. I'm like, okay, what are we supposed to do here now? The second launch pad, and at the end of the day, you just gotta make sure your shots, you can hit your shots. And that's exactly what Wind did. That was unbelievable, Monster. That was so crazy.
I mean, it's one thing to, like, you know, just watch it. It's another thing to cast in real time. Looking back at it now, he really put everything on the table. He wasn't taking second place for at all. Like, he wanted first or bust. And, I mean, he made that play happen right there.
Yeah, I mean, on low ground, he was basically utilizing Earth, not letting anyone stop him down, just 2 strong legs in the ground, tack, time and time again, fluid like water when he's moving around all these builds, trying to find a way up, strikes like fire with every single shotgun shot, and then his natural element, he's in Wind. That's his name too, launch padding time and time again. Such a clean game. I didn't expect him to win, especially in a situation. He had like no mats in a pyramid. That's like, you know, drastic. That was just amazing.
And this is kind of highlighting the beauty of the 2-day format, right? Because yesterday, Wind was in 415th place with only 51 points. And now, in day number 2, he starts his day with an incredible game like that. Not only is it someone that I'm not super familiar with, and, you know, granted he didn't have a great performance yesterday, but now he can say, all right, look, world, what's up? The name's Wind. You watched my play. You saw the plays. You saw what I just did. That's pretty sick, right? Wind? It was. It was very sick. Talk me through this game, Monster. What did you think? It's like, obviously, this is the first game of the day. It felt a little bit slow. And I think this is the classic, like, just first game jitters. Would you agree?
I think in the beginning, like, things kind of ramped up. Players were just getting dropped. He wasn't sure what the lobby was feeling. Come mid-game, it's good old-fashioned what you expect. People slow down. People realize, all right, I've made it this far. Let's not throw it away anymore. All of a sudden, they get into serious Fortnite mode. And the end game, I mean, it was stacked, even against the terrain there, going up a mountain and stuff. Some difficult terrain to navigate. Players made it happen. Capison was like one of the ones that we can highlight. I mean, he didn't have any shield and stuff, but he was still masterfully rotating, still found himself in the end game. So you got to respect some people like that, Capsino, that can still rotate really well with no shield. So tough game for some, but I mean, we saw some new stars rise out of that one. That was really cool.
I mean, in a game like that, I think in a fighting game, the term is footsies. In game 1, it's all about just throwing things out and testing the way people are reacting to, you know, every single situation. We saw that in the beginning with a lot of box fights. Julian specifically, Monster alluded to it. Yes, he's always looking for third parties, but he's testing things first. Dropping down, going for attack, going for a wall, seeing, do I have the better ping, coming back up, playing defensive. And we saw that literally everywhere on the map, right? Decision making, testing. That's all about game 1, Zeke.
That's right, guys. Well, it is time to get into game number 2 of the FNCS Invitational in week number 1. We're hopping out of the battle bus. Let's send it back over to Monster Face and Shy Wager.
Thank you, Zeke. That was an exciting game 1 right there, Shayo. I got to take my hats off to you. One heck of an end game to cast right there. That was a lot of fun. For everyone tuning in, guys, it's day 2 of the EU region here. We're only just now highlighting our second game of the many that are all existing right now. It's a 2-day format. Players like Win, who didn't start off at a great foot yesterday, today's their day to come back, make a big name for them, see if they have the consistency that it takes. That's what I love about the new take on the competitive kind of structure that we're looking at right now. So stay with us. Follow the stories that's going down here. Milan's finding some shots here. He's already ripped the shield off. It's actually a little phase floor foot shot right there. Shayo talked about footsies. I mean, Milan just found some action right there from the foot.
Yeah, he's getting tags all the way around. You have to try to get as much as you can, flick on angles that you might not even know exist, react to all these fights. When it comes to Misty Meadows, it's all about holding down your house and then, you know, making sure people don't invade it by any means and find fights of your own as well. Right here, another trap set up. This is going to be DX Nilo looking for any type of way to catch this player unsuspected, unaware of what's going on. But I have a feeling he is kind of tagging on to where he might be. Not sure who can come on top on this one, Monster, but it'll be explosive once it starts.
That's right. There's Zypher Danilo. He's looking to find a little cheeky shot right now. He's definitely looking for the ambush play. He's going to find some shield, but now the trade back means that he doesn't have any shield either, and the enemy knows that. The confidence, but he can't connect just yet, and now they're on even playing grounds. And Danilo's going to find the shot first. He's going to connect more. And even with the shield advantage, I mean, the better player is just going to win. There's no excuses right there. So well played to him.
That'll be all the action at these early game POIs. This is the other side of the coin. Still near Misty Meadows, Milan will look for his type of more scavenger loot path antics. All the way up top, more so looking for beams and damage. And trying to translate that pressure into points later on. And points are like kind of the overall name of the game here, right? In a game, always you're looking out, you know, building to building, rotation to rotation, but overall on the leaderboard, that's where you really cement yourself as to what's going on. There's people at the top spot hindering. I believe Benji is trying to hold out his lead against Lecce right now. Milan himself will look to up his kind of works all the way through. You want to make sure you hit the top 300 today. Right now, Milan is hitting that damage number, almost to 300 with headshots back-to-back.
It was the easy indicator, the campfire showing that there was a player here. Remember, they only last for 30 seconds, so he knew he had to be close by. And because of that, the cabin was the clear giveaway. Now Milan's jumping in, looking for the box fight here. He already hit for 124, and it only needs one more shot now as SR4 falls down. Milan with a nice, clean, quick fight. He's going to take the Mythic AR, too, from that.
That